deck of dot cards is the 5 frames. The difference between the top 5 frame and the bottom 5 frame is this one has the 2 colors as a scaffold. The other one is missing. This one's just strange because it's just out of order. It's supposed to be over here. I don't know, they just made printing error, but they still have all the combinations. So you would always do these first, then these next, because you're getting rid of the scaffold of the color. Okay, so these are your 5 frames. The next one are empty 10 frames. These are the ones that probably should be laminated because these are the ones you're going to give to kids. You're going to have them manipulate with counters. So when you flash one, you can have the kids in your small group build it on there. Okay, so the other thing, make sure you cut on this faint gray line, not around the black line, because then they're all the same size. Okay, so those are like the next ones are called your 5 Ys. It says on the side, and Cindy said she's going to write that on the back of her cards, so that may help you as well. In the 5 Ys, there's 2 types again. It identifies the 5 and the color. So I automatically see 5 and 2. That's 7. Okay? There's a difference between that and this. The next cards do not have that scaffold for children. Now they automatically just see 7. Like it just goes to 7 now, and I see 3 are empty. Okay? The next cards are called the pairwise, or the double cards. And those have 2 colors as well to create that scaffold to help them see the doubles. So here I see 3 and 3 is 6, and the next one 3 and 3 is 6, and one more is 7. And then that way we can see how kids can visually represent doubles and doubles plus 1. The next cards are pairwise again, but now the scaffold of the color is gone. So this would be the next step. So the way in which they're piled, that's the scaffold. And so, same thing here. The next one is now partitions of 10. It starts with a color partition, like the other one. We're going to start with a 5 Ys though. It's building up the 5 and then the extra. See how it builds the 5 first? Does that make sense? Okay. The next cards are the partitions of 10, but they're in a pairwise pattern. So it's a little more challenging. I have to see 4 over here and 6 over here and see 10. Whereas the other one had 5 and 6 right here and 4 like that. So it's creating that flexibility with number and how to see it on a 10 frame. These blank 10 frame or full 10 frames, you have 2 of them. These are for helping to understand conceptual place value. We'll learn a little more about what conceptual place value means, but it's really understanding when I say 10, it means 10. And when I say 20, that means 2 10s, which is 20. So these cards, that's what that's used for. Okay. Now these cards are partitions of irregular numbers. So like 4 and 1 is 5, 3 and 1 is 5. Those different patterns that are in the level 4 for structuring. But see how the color really helps scaffold that? Okay, again, the partitions of numbers. Now it's greater than 5. The other ones were 5 or less. But that color is helping see the different partitions. Okay, same thing here, except now we have the full 5 right away for all of them. So they identify the 5 right away. That gives them a scaffold of that base 5.
Nikki, what are those blank ones on the bottom
Oh,
and for?
sorry. Yes. Okay. The blank, okay, some of them have blank ones. That one doesn't. Before you give this task, it's important to lay this blank one out for the child. What I do is I have all the ones that are put together with one of those black binding clips, so I know that they're a set. And then I always have a blank one in the front, and so I put that one out first, and I say, so how many boxes are there? Oh, there's 5. Oh, let me check. There's 10. There's 5 at the top and 5 at the bottom. And so, it's raining! Yay! frame. So you always use that blank one first. And now it's just getting into some higher numbers with building those, making it a lot more chunky. I actually don't have these ones in my set. These ones are new.
I didn't know that was about the binder clip.
So now it's getting the irregular pattern. So like 6 and 3 is 9. I didn't have these in my kit. These are very good. So like 6 and 4 is 10, but 7 and 1 and 7 and 2 is 9. So now these are your 20 frames. They're divided with a dark black line, so that way it helps kids visualize 10 on one side and 10 on the other side. It also helps kids divide the 5. If they're 5 thinkers, they have a 5 here and a 5 here, 5, 5. And again, these would be good for your kids to use. There are 6 of them. So yes, laminate these and make sure you again cut on this gray line, and then have the kids at their table. You flash the frame, they build it. I wouldn't have them use daubers or anything, but a counter would work well. And again, we have the 2 colors. I'm going to start with the 10 and 4, 10, using that base 10. I should have some more 20 frames. I'll show you those soon. Okay, so here's the next one. The 10 pluses. 10 plus, 10 plus. See how that's visualized? Next one is opposite. But it's getting that 10 plus this way, but then it's also getting this quantity at the top, the 8 and the 7. And then they see this double 14, one more is 15. But it's really understanding the quantitative of those actual verbal numbers you're saying. Okay, here's the next one. Same thing. These are the pairwise. So they're seeing those doubles and the doubles plus 1. Okay, now these are your dot cards. You'll do the same thing, cut on the gray line. These are the irregular dot cards. And this is another irregular. And these are the regular dot pattern cards. Same thing with those. You flash. And they're just bigger. And kids build. Okay? And I always have those split together. And it works really well. All the dot cards, I did laminate these because I use them so often. So I cut them, laminated, and then clipped them with those black binding clips. So I knew they were together.